Hello, good morning. My name is Angel with my companion Osiel. Today to have a podcast on one of the issues that have become more stir in Mexico. That's right. Talking about drug trafficking.
We have been in charge of looking for a trafficker and a former hitman of a very popular cartel in the 2000s.
Wow. It should be noted that these people use false names to protect their identity.
First, let's start with the traffic that we will know as Checho.
Okay, well, Mr. Cheto, how are you today being on this podcast?
The, the two, well, I feel God signs. I can talk about the life of a drug dealer.
How could you describe the world of drug trafficking in your own words?
The two is a very dark world. I having to hide from the light, even to the point of having bad treatment. We thus will have you the merchandise in short with two problems.
Could you tell us more about your experiences in this world of traffic? What motivated you to get into doing these illegal things?
As I looked at all this, I started if it after that my parents died in a car incident. I was the older brother. I was 26 years old when I entered this war. Terror really need. I not a person, but what was already engaged in this. Since I had studied with me at his school. I think I asked if I could enter, which he said yes, but I had to earn from the posture.
And what was it like to gain the trust of that boss?
First, I going with him presently for recommendations, and after he intervened, you they have it you with of tiny to see if you were able to move it the goods and seal them discreet. I must say at the beginning he felt afraid, but but with adrenaline, but it was out of need of my family. For my brother, the first week went well to without any problem.
Did you have problems with people from the same business?
Science, there will always be some problems. In a job, the problems. There will where that some solid problem where consuming the product. That's the policy detected it or that they had problems with after growth. That's really also saying that types of products.
Mm, Mr. Checho, what kind of drug did you sell?
Cocaine, marijuana, heroin, and methamphetamine.
Why did you abandon this road traffic job?
Because the life grabbed me. I spent 6 years in the prison. I was caliente because during a dog said it's turned off out that one of the bullets was policeman and that he was already on trial from time to time.
Have you committed any other type of crime after that?
No, Teto, no. I just heaven and get life away from the criminal life.
Mm, okay, okay. Um, would you like to say something to the audience that is listening to us?
That's the truth. Let's not head into this kind of thing or much less consume it, and if they consume it, seek help is the only thing I can say about drugs.
Anytime hits before saying goodbye.
Well, nothing else I can say was a pleasure to be invited to this podcast to interview me with no further ado.
We know that we'll finishes interviewing the first person. Now this time a person who has been a true carter will enter. This person will be told Charlie for safety reason.
Charlie. Um, okay. Hello, Mr. Charlie. How is this?
I felt God thank you um, for inviting me to your program. Tasted equal today that is listening to you.
Well, Mr. Charlie, what we know is that you belong to a famous garden in Mexico, right?
That how I'm belonging to a Mexican cartel.
How did you enter that world?
Yeah. Yes. I started that work at the age of 14 when in my house since my father abandoned me and my mother. To which sometime my brother suffered from hunger. I went out to look work. I found a few would not stay were able to cover expense on the house until one day working in their car's watch market my arrived was asked me I net a job to which I answered yes as this main launching was style and um, the strange motive was that he was not alone, but that many crooks accompanied him, to which I told I need a job. To which he told me that he's going to get breakfast and with his voice. He was referring to those good weird and those trucks. He invited me. Uh, to give a breakfast fire. Ok. He points that after breakfast this man tells me that the job was to be worked for him. Yes. And he told me if he died, a weapon one of his guys was going to age, so he said yes. To which later he said that he would pick me up 50 or 60 in the morning of the market that's next day TV and that time. I remember that after he gave me 30 which at me that time was a brink pantry to my mother and my brothers. Tough day I arrived excited. I told him the next day. I had a job and she was proud. Some next day, I went of the time they told me, um, there was the main wolf see me to carry him boss. I got in the truck and they booked me too far away. Play stuff a what arrange the winch when I gone down there were about 20 people with weapons, specifically uh, AKs, with their racers took me around where they taught me a shoot of the nightfall. Then the boss approached with another soldier with a weapon, pushed his hand on his shoulder, and told me, "You ready?" Oh, you will start from tomorrow. Owning you. Won't I will to be close to your family because you need to be here. Everything started here.
How was it to be inside? Did you feel any fear that something will happen?
Well, I the beginning you afraid, but after the time of everything that is AI that was from a torture to people, murders, kidnappings because little be likely the fear is removed.
What did you dedicate yourself to within that?
Kidnap and protect.
Did you get to from bonds wide of the people inside?
Uh, I'm for a small group. Unfortunately, on the small group of four, four only two whose are left alive. One will be killed by the rival group, and the other iron confrontation against the military.
What does your family think that you were a drug getter? Carter?
Uh, until today, and have not told them.
Right, right. Have you killed anyone?
Uh, I've several times and have killed than they were people from the rival group.
Wow. Okay, Charlie. What do you feel when you kill someone?
Uh, and fears it felt like and but you feel thank you are thanking some young away from a family, a father, a brother, an uncle, a son, but after a while you ask yourself the question and you understand that the life at stake and yours or the person.
Mm, mm. Do you have some experience you can tell us?
I've have one but first let you ask yourself how do you think these groups have weapons?
Standing time from the army, buying things illegally,
Yeah, and if you are record will let me tell your an experience. Honestly, my employer set me and another person to look for some weapons with a person. Ain't tours out that were closed the border like this with false passports. Ain't tours out that when we arrived in Texas. A person, the boss, Quincy was already waiting for us there. So I tours of that were going near a stadium, and there is a daily festival there. And sounds like I'm crazy, but it's true. And they use Wing Arms Company producing many weapons, and they no longer enter stores. They look for to them festivals that take place from time to time. There you can buy weapons of any kind. In some, they do not ask you to fill all papers, which in fact is why shootings occur in the United States. Since they sell weapons as if they were candy. The point that we fired ourselves with weapons that we work and entered to car. So when we returned, we were very careful. We passed normally and we do any problem with the border police.
How did you get out of this group?
Uh, I've left this group when they killed the patron with the military surrounded use at our base. Despite escaping to various sites, they always followed use to the point that when they killed the patron, I walked away by the forest and stayed in a cave. And that age of 20, I was 6 years inside the cartel. The truth was a horrible experience because it is being hidden, suffering, hunger. Unfortunately, I could not study as many do.
Okay, Charlie, if you had the opportunity to study that you had studied,
Uh, be a doctor to be able to help others.
If you have to say something to others who are interested in getting into a narco road of criminal growth, what would you tell them?
Yes. Value your life because that of saying series of narcos and only a farce is not as you see either. It's true that work, play, see, study, and now you can say it has me luxury to study and want those luxuries. But why a point I makes to give so much money if you can enjoy it when you spend it hidden?
Okay. Would you like to say something easy to say goodbye?
Well, see, yes. Please make desire to study because these criminal groups do not like money and show in the series. I thank you for your invitation on the program with more and said goodbye.
Okay. And with this, we finished this podcast. It was a pleasure to bring to West Waitings is my name. Osiel is my partner, Angel. See you until the next podcast. Thank
See you
you.
guys.